everyone, whoever's there, welcome, welcome. I'll be happy
Welcome. Yes.
to see the messages and
We're very
everything.
glad. Yes.
Yeah.
That
Don't
you're
be
with
shy.
us
If
tonight.
you're shy, you die. Go comment away. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you call that? Typical Kuya punchlines. Don't be shy, you die.
Yeah, man. Life is too short to be shy. You know,
Mm.
let's leave the shyness to the conservative Christians. There we go. Let's start hitting where it hurts.
Yeah.
There. Welcome either if you're a Patas member and an atheist, or you're a curious believer, you're also welcome. You know, the good thing in Patas, good and bad thing, is that we open the forum for all kinds of
For everyone,
beliefs, like including Christians and Catholics or whatever. Because
that's good because
we believe that
can,
the discussion, can
it helps
open
people,
minds here.
and it's good that they will know that there's this kind of group, there is a society like this, like
Thanks
Patas.
to discovering a society like this and people who believe in this kind of stuff, that's when my mind started opening, saying, "Oy, meron pa ibang isipin out there." It's not what I grew up with, thinking that there was only one way of thinking in life. Pala, there are many ways of thinking in life. Oh, why did they hide all this from me during all my years being a Catholic? Why did the priest hide this and lie to me? Hiding all these philosophies from the left and from atheism. I know why. Because I'm from Spain. And in Spain, we just had a civil war like 50 years ago, very recent, a little more, 60, 70. And it's still hot. And in the civil war, it was the right wing vs the left wing. The right wing was with the church. The left wing was the anarchists, the atheists, the communists, and all that. So it's still... Many people, their lolos died in that war. So it's still warm. So it's a very divided country. It's half-half. Like half people are on the left side, half people are on the right side. And of course, the church is on the right side. So there. That's why I felt betrayed when I turned 18.
It's 9 o'clock. I think we should start.
No. Didn't we already?
No, we haven't. I haven't introduced you first. I need to introduce you first. Okay, so good evening, ladies and gentlemen, fellow atheists, agnostics, and fellow secularists. I would like to welcome you to another episode of PCAG Presents Interview with an Atheist. And I'm joined here tonight with a very interesting personality, a very talented person, an artist, a singer, everything that you can say about him, that's him. It's Kuya Manzano.
Yo,
so good
what's
evening,
up?
Kuya.
Thank you, Eman, so much. The atheist teacher. What an honor for me and my family to be here. Thank you. When you told me, it's like, wow, I'm so glad. Yes.
Yeah.
After seeing the previous interviews, which were very interesting last week, it's like, let's go live.
I do receive a lot of feedbacks that they are enlightened with those kind of topics. They didn't know at first that we do have those kind of societies like vegans. Some people think that vegetarians and vegans are the same. So I think we shed the light to that. And now we would like to shed the light on Raelianism, one of your society, shall I say? So Kuya, before we start with the other questions, talk us through why have you become an atheist? Why are you an atheist?
Well, as we were saying in the prologue to this interview, I was born and raised in Spain in a Catholic family. From in my Spanish side, right wing, fascist, very ultra Catholic. And my left side, in my mom's side, she came from the Philippines, so also a Catholic, right? Because in the Philippines, most people are Catholics. But that's changing, and that's the good part. Okay, so I had a baptism, which I deeply regret because no one asked me permission for that. I had communion, I had confirmation, all that stuff. And when my parents divorced, when I was 8 years old, they put me in a boarding school of priests for 10 years.
Yeah.
I lived inside the school with the priest and the seminar beside, having mass morning, afternoon, night. Not mass, or we had church time. Yeah. We had talks, we had singings, we had Bible readings and stuff. So I got to know the Bible pretty well.
Yeah.
And like it happens with many fellow atheists, when you read the Bible a lot, you deconvert because you discover a lot of kalokohan and a lot of inconsistencies and a lot of hypocrisies that you see among the Christians that you see. I don't understand. Like Gandhi was saying, like, when I read the Bible, I want to convert into Christianism. But when I look at what the Christians do, I don't want to convert anymore.
Yeah.
So I was like living inside a bubble for the longest time. Imagine 10 years living inside, inside the church. So when I was 18, I've always been a rebel. I'm ADHD and bipolar. I have that instinct.
Clinically, you mean clinically you're diagnosed as bipolar, or you think you're bipolar?
Well, I have a certificate that says I'm ADHD. That's the paper I have. And then before my ADHD diagnosis, another doctor said I was bipolar 1, which it mixes. All these things mix, all the neurodiversity mix a little, and it's normally frequently confused, among the professionals. So, well, it's okay. I identify more as an ADHD, but it's fun to say I'm bipolar because it scares some people. And
so why did you leave, a religion? What's the reason behind it?
When I was 18, I left the school and I started meeting communists, atheists, anarchists in the parks, and they showed me these books and they showed me these thoughts, and I went like, is that possible? Merong ganyan thinking? And I felt very betrayed. Why did the priests hide all that stuff from me? Why didn't they tell me that there were other options out there? I felt betrayed. I didn't like what I was seeing from the priests. I didn't like what the conservative mindset teaches. I don't think it makes people happy or anything. And I made all these new friends in the streets. I was a very street kid, hanging out with squatters in Spain. But squatters is different in Spain from in the Philippines. Okay, in Europe, squatters are more of a political movement. It's not because they're dying of hunger. It's a different scenario, no? So it's a political thing. It's punks. They have all this hairdo styles and stuff, and it's a political stance. So I started learning more and more and more, and then I started hating the church more and more and more.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of atheists, when you first became an atheist, that's the first thing that comes into your mind. After all the atrocities, all the bad things that you have now realized, you learn first to hate the church. And then later on, you grow into it,
You cannot stay. I mean, if you're going to look at yourself in the mirror, how can you stay inside? It's like such a shitty place to be. So I was an atheist in Spain, but not an activist. Because in Spain, half of the people are atheists anyway. If you go to the church, the churches are dying in Spain. It's only old people who go, unless it's a special youth.
The traditional people,
Yeah, it's only, you go to a normal day and church is only old people. And like the young people, half marry, half don't marry anymore. So it's a dying thing in Europe, fortunately. So it doesn't need so much of an aggressive activism against it. When I came to the Philippines, then I became a militant activist, joining Patas since inception 11 years ago. Because I saw how strong the power of the Catholic Church is here, how strong the power of the titas is here, making everyone so conservative, telling even in the government, but in your household, they're bringing up kids. I'm amazed to see young people being a single for Christ. That's scary shit. Even the first time I've seen in an office, now I have a job in an office. The first time I see in my life people praying inside an office before a meeting. What's that shit? I never seen that shit in my life. Only in the Philippines. So because of all those things, even I went to the LTO. The first month, I went to the LTO to change my driver's license, to get a Filipino driver's license. And there's a church inside. There's a chapel inside in the waiting area of the LTO. Like, what the fuck? How about the Muslims? How about the atheists? How about the Chinese people who are here? How about the bakla? They shouldn't believe in all this shit. But there is, and it's big, and there's symbols in public buildings. I'm like, what the fuck? In Spain, you don't see that. A public building is public. So it's not the church. It's different, it shouldn't be there. It's for everyone, not for the Christians, not for the Catholics. It's for everyone. It's from the taxpayers' money, so it shouldn't be there. So, well, because of all those things that I see in the Philippines, I got so shocked that's why I enrolled in Patas, and I started joining all these events and everything, because I saw that the Philippines needs us very badly to awaken people.
You mean the atheist, we need...
the activist.
The activist, yes. Okay. Yeah. So I think...
Thankfully, in 11 years, we've grown from 0 to 44,000 online.
Yeah, it's a very good,
and there's young people coming up, the new people with doubts and all kinds of spectrum. More will declare themselves atheist or agnostic or question their titas.
Yeah.
So we are doing something good that is awakening people. We are creating some effect. It's a snowball that is growing. So congrats to
Thank
all
you.
of us.
If I shall say, the face of Patas is here. Kuya Manzano. But so walk us through Raelism. What is Raelism?
Okay, so Raelism is because I'm a Raelian because I follow Rael, right? If you're Raelian, because I'm a follower of Rael.
Oh, right.
Who is Rael? Rael is our prophet. He is a Frenchman who was abducted by a UFO. And they told him messages, and he wrote books, similar to many other religions, right? Muhammad got inspired. Whoever wrote the Bible got inspired. They wrote books. So, ganyan, no? They get inspired, they write books, and they form a religion. So, why not? Why not? My religion is as legit as any other out there.
I think so,
But I think it's more legit even. You know why? Because the guy is alive. You can talk to him. I hugged him 3 times, I met him in Taiwan. So nobody met Jesus Christ. So I don't know about that. Yeah, but I met Rael. So
but also,
I touched him. He's alive.
There's also different interpretations of Jesus. The Jews say the different thing. The Christians say different thing. The Muslims say different thing.
We cannot know the truth. Correct. We cannot know the truth anymore about whatever message he had. It's been perverted, manipulated, corrupted. There.
So let's I'm gonna look at it this way. You're an atheist and a Raelian. Is that even possible to have a religion being an atheist? I mean, looking into your perspective.
Hey, atheists are not against religion. Atheists are against believing in gods. I'm an atheist because I don't believe in God. Same as the Buddhists. Buddhists are atheists.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah. So in Raelian, there's no like one God. There's no concept of God or Yahweh or something like that.
Well, Yahweh is there, but
Okay.
he's not a God.
What is he then?
Okay. We were created by ancient aliens, like the History Channel, the TV series.
So some kind of canon of Predator and Alien, the engineers. Something like that?
Yes. Yeah, scientific engineers. Yeah. Correct. Yeah. That's it. That's the point. And they created us in a lab, and we are their sons because we come from their DNA, so we're similar to them. And that's why we appreciate them, but we don't worship them. See, that's a big difference. They're not magical beings in the stars. They are people with laman and buto that exist. Okay. If you read the Bible, the original Bible, which was Jewish, right? In Jewish, it said Elohim. Elohim, and they translated Elohim for God in the modern Christian English Bible. But Elohim is plural. Okay? Eloha is one, Elohim is plural. It literally means those who came from the sky. Those, plural, who came from the sky. And actually in the Bible, you hear God speak in plural the whole time. So it's plural, it's not one. So first mistake of the translation. Because the Jews, are you there? Oh my gosh. I think we lost Emmanuel suddenly. Oh no. I think I should wait. We should wait. By the way, I could open a parallel window looking at the Facebook comments live if you're there. I'm going to do that. Are you there? Are you coming back?
Oh, yeah, good evening. I'm very sorry. It's raining here and we had a power outage. So I'm very sorry that I cut your speech. So
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm speaking with a ghost. I'm speaking with a ghost now.
Yeah, look. Look, it's very dark in here and I'm only using data. So so okay.
My gosh.
Yeah,
good thing.
Continue. So where were you?
Good thing you're there.
Yeah,
I was telling
you. Data plan. I have backup plan.
Good. So but there's a lot of static there. I hear a lot of static in your sound, in your mic.
How about now? Still?
Yeah, very strong. Is it you? I think it's you, yeah.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, sorry.
Technical problems, ladies and gentlemen, because this is live. There, Eman. Oh, because you muted yourself. Okay. So, well, I'll go on. And then whenever you have to talk, I guess you just turn on and we can go like that. So, as I was saying, there, Eloha is one, Elohim is many. The Jews decided to have one God because before the Jews, they were with Egypt, right? They were living with Egypt. They had multiple gods. And I think they wanted to make the one God thing to make themselves stronger than the Egyptians or something like that. Who knows how all that stuff started, how they started writing the Torah, the Bible, and all those books, no? Whoever knows the purposes, there are many theories about that. So, well, the point is, there was a mistranslation. It means those who came from the sky. So it's Tao sa ibang planeta. When you read in the Bible, the angels came down to earth, saw that the daughters of men were fair, and took them as wives. Okay? What's that Bible passage saying? It's saying that the angels like the women and they got them as wives. What's that? The angels fucked the women, right? And they had giant kids and stuff like that. So if the angels fuck the women, it means they have laman. They have titi, right? They have physical. And actually, I can. Yeah. And actually, the angels and the demons had battles, right? With spears and stuff. So they killed each other. They bled. Therefore, they are real corporal beings. They're not imaginary flying in the sky ethereal beings, right? And when they say that God speaks in the Bible, he speaks. He has a voice, right? He's not an imaginary in your head. He has a voice. It talks about he has a smell of his yeah. So there are many hints in the Bible saying that these beings were physical beings. Because if not, how can they fight each other? And God had conversations with the devil, right? They had dialogues. They had dialogues because they were there and someone took notes, I guess. Some journalist of 5,000 years ago.
So, if I may cut you for a bit now, what I'm getting here is your religion is more reasonable than most of the conventional religions combined.
Of course, and more progressive.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, So, and you watch the History Channel.
If I will put it like this way, do you have 100% conviction that your religion is true?
It makes sense. It makes sense. And it works for me.
But there's no conviction. No, there's no inner you saying that whatever it is, my religion is wrong. No, there's nothing like that.
I haven't been there in the beginning of times, so I cannot have 100% knowledge because I didn't see. I didn't see with my eyes.
Yeah.
But the explanation fits my logic more than any other explanation that I got before. Makes sense. Since I became a Raelian, I'm way happier. I feel more relaxed because I have answers to a lot of questions of humanity that are out there that the Bible doesn't answer or Christianity doesn't answer. And I don't like the Christian model. I don't like how they behave or their morals or anything. We are very progressive. We love women. We want to liberate them. We fight for stopping the genital mutilation of women in Africa. We have a pleasure hospital where we reconstruct the clitoris of women who have been amputated, and we fight for the rights of not doing that anymore.
They do that in other religions. Yeah.
Yeah, they do that in the Philippines with boys. They cut the titis of boys, right? So we had that debate in the forum before.
So there's no tuli. There's no tuli in Raelianism, in Raelism.
Not at all. Yeah. That's wrong. That's wrong to cut a kid.
Yeah.
To cut a person.
No mutilation.
That's super wrong. Yeah. So and we are an atheist organization with more than 100,000 people around the whole world. We have representation in many countries. And we are very vocal activists. We are aggressive, and we do practically everything opposite as the Catholics. Whatever the Pope says, we do baliktad, and probably we're correct. That's it.
Yeah. So if I can put it this way, that Raelism is the contrary of Christian religion. Is that it? Can I say that like that?
A lot. Yeah, I would say there's a lot of opposition. Yeah. And they're anti-sex. Diba? We are pro-sex. They are anti-LGBT. We are pro-LGBT.
You should.
They're putting the women down. We're putting the women up.
Yeah. So if I will ask again, what's is it safe to say that you, being a Raelian, cannot be 100% atheist because you kind of have a religion in yourself?
We don't have a God. Atheist. What does atheist mean?
Okay. Yeah, I'm just clearing things up. I'm just so you don't treat these engineers or these aliens as gods. So just to make it clear, because some people will just say you have a society, you still have a religion.
I have a religion, but I don't have a God.
Okay.
No God.
Yeah.
No praying. No worshiping. We meditate. We meditate a lot. We are advocates of eating healthy. We don't do drugs or alcohol excess. You can drink one beer. Okay, that's fine. It's not bawal. But getting drunk is pangit. We only have one commandment, which is love yourself. That's the only commandment we have.
Oh.
Aside from that, if you become a guide You're supposed to have a certain behavior that gives an example, because we promote that you can be happy. It's your obligation and your birthright, and it's in your DNA to be happy. You're programmed for it. So you don't need any excess from outside. You just can meditate, and you learn to love yourself, be positive, be thankful, and develop happiness without needing to take anything extra. You don't need the drugs, you don't need the alcohol or any of that shit. Just have sex, meditate, enjoy life.
So if I may, realism is the upgraded, cooler version of this conventional religion. Much more, humanitarian, if I can say.
We care for human rights. I can say that.
Yeah.
More, we if your body is asking you for it, there's a reason. It's because your DNA is asking you for it. So don't go against yourself. That's why people go crazy and unhappy and depressed, because they're going against their instinct.
Yeah.
Your body is there to have pleasure. We're hedonists also, I would say. Enjoy your body, enjoy your sex, man and women, everyone.
A lot of there's a glimpse of hedonism in all of us. It's just that it's more manifesting in liberal people.
Yeah, but imagine how much happier humanity would be if everyone was having sex in every corner. Less war, less stress, less raping. There would be no need for raping, because people would be enjoying sex here, right and left. It solves a lot. Less depression and less loneliness and everything.
Would you suggest that everyone would be a Raelian?
It's not intended
be a Raelian.
We say not everyone's ready. We believe only a 4% of humanity is ready at this moment to embrace it and to understand it. And also, maybe not everyone has that. We believe we have a little stronger DNA from the Elohim. I mean, some mana. And when kasi we don't go door to door like the Mormons, right? We don't preach it. We don't debate. We don't convince. So we just share. This is my truth. And if, like it happened to me and like it happened to all of us, if it resonates in you, then you can research more and learn more. And you will be welcome. Okay? You will have to apostatize, by the way. And then you'll have what we call a cellular transmission. It's our version of baptism. They put a little water here and there, and then we have the Elohim recognize you, and we welcome you inside our group. Which you can only do your cellular transmission. This is a curiosity 4 times in a year, 4 exact dates at an exact time of the year. But it's an easy process. But of course, you have to sign renouncing to your previous Christian religion or whatever. Yeah, we have a document for that before you become a Raelian. And then we have happiness academies. We teach people how to be happy.
Oh,
it's beautiful. I went to Taiwan.
So there's a dance sport.
We go 4 or 5 days, all 500 people in a hotel, and we have teaching activities. We have talks. We have seminars. We have workshops. And then we do a lot of dancing and mingling with people. So a lot of meditation. It opened my heart, my mind.
So how about
me a more peaceful person?
Yeah.
How about?
When you are contented with yourself, and there's nothing that makes you think you're worthless, because other conventional religions want to tell you that you're a sinner, you're worthless, and without God you are nothing. But
so is it good?
It's okay to embrace who you really are.
Yeah. That's why I say follow a religion that makes you a better person. You know, what's a religion at the end of the day? It's a path. It makes your life easier. It's a guide.
It's just a group of people, you know. Yeah.
And it like a guidance of life. I know it's very hard to live without religion because you don't have a philosophy. No, if you have some people don't call Raelism a religion. Some people just say it's a philosophy of life. You know, so, okay, whatever you want to call it. You know, it's a guide, and those other religions that you mentioned make people feel weak, miserable, guilty, a sinner, a bad person because I touch myself, because I want to sleep with that boy. You know, why? It's so clear to me that it's a control mechanism. You know, it's making people, making Filipinos miserable, feel guilty, tapos it's even making them poor with that mentality, because the Christian religion teaches that only God loves the poor, you know, and let the poor come to me, said Jesus. And a rich person it's very hard for a rich person to go to heaven. It's easier for a camel to pass through a needle. Like, my gosh, you know. So what kind of mindset is that? And you're a giant God and I'm a small person. Only I'm nobody beside you. What kind of mindset? It makes weak men. I want a strong man out there. As you know, I'm all into success, into money, into strength, you know. So I hate that shit that makes people feel small. And it's very hard. You have to do a lot of you have to do a lot of therapy to get all that shit out of your head.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I enjoy being a Raelian. It's and the people I met are beautiful people, very peaceful and very wise. They do a lot of meditation. You should try the meditation. I tell everyone out there, you know. I hear you. Yes, Eman.
How about the concept of soul, or Christian believe in that sense? In the concept of soul.
Soul? There's no soul. Wala.
So, how about the concept of heaven? What happens after you die as a Raelian?
Okay. Only select people who are extraordinary will be cloned scientifically. You can get a little piece here of your DNA and you can be cloned. Because nowadays, we can really clone, right? We can clone cows. We can clone sheep. So we can clone humans. They're just not doing it probably because of laws.
Yeah.
But I believe in China they're doing it.
That's the idea of realism, of eternal life. You know, you can live through and through, time after time, being cloned. Is that it?
Yeah. The Elohim are living, the important ones are living eternally. Like Yahweh. Yes.
How about the consciousness?
We believe that Jesus Christ is there.
Consciousness in your life now be transferred in your new body or your clone, so that you can continue your past experiences?
You're the same person. You're the same person.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. Because the technology of the Elohim is so advanced. Imagine they can travel from planet to planet. We cannot do that. I don't even believe we went to the moon, dude. So, you know, we're in baby stages. The science. That's why I laugh with many people in the forum that believe in science like they take it as the faith. They believe that everything the scientists say is the truth.
Like their own religion, no? Like there's nothing
my gosh,
correct in this world without science.
Right? They replace the belief in the church with the belief in scientists. No, scientists correct themselves the whole time.
Yeah, you know? I can agree. That I can agree. Yeah, I think that's a very good hypothesis of people. Now there are such people that there's this very firm conviction towards science that it somehow manifests as a pseudo religion.
Yeah, they just believe the scientists. They just believe, they have faith in the scientists, because most people, I would say in the forum, most people in the forum are not scientists. They never did an experiment in a lab. Maybe they never stepped a lab. So they're just believing whatever a book said someone in the TV said, the internet links. Sometimes when I have a discussion with someone, they start sending me links. And like, what does that prove? I can send you 10 links that say the opposite thing. So what's the point of the links?
Yeah.
So the science now is in baby stages compared to the science.
There's no universality, in science.
Yeah, the scientific community,
Not
they contradict
everything in
each
science
other.
should be taken, with 100% conviction. Science changes, science improves. What can be fact now can be disproved.
Yeah, actually, in a matter of 5 years, it changes. Do you know that doctors were saying that that smoking that has no relationship with lung cancer? That was 30 years ago, or 40 years ago. Right? It all depends on who sponsors the scientific study. It's all about money at the end of the day. Because scientists also need money.
Determining your biases. That you as a human being you just removed your bias in religion and moved it into science, so that everything that science says is true to you.
Yep. I like that the atheists are skeptics. So we should be skeptic, like, okay, don't just make your mix, but
okay
but we could be wrong. I could be wrong about everything,
That's the beauty of it, that's how about you as a Raelian? Do you encourage people to be a Raelian as well? Do you preach Raelianism or Raelism?
No, we don't preach. It's like that's why it's not growing like the Mormons are growing that go door by door. It's just, I just share. If I go, that when I was more of an activist with Raelism, I would go to a park and invite people to meditate with me for 1 minute for peace. And I did that sometimes. I said, but not to talk about Raelism. I just ask them, whatever your faith is, do you want to meditate with me 1 minute for world peace? And we held hands and we meditated. And that's it. And then maybe if they ask me, what's all this about? I give them a webpage. I say, you check in 1minuteforpeace.org. That's it. Because we do it for world peace. We don't do it to spread Raelism. We have many advocacies, many pages. We have one advocacy.
That's big. I think Raelism is very big on that. Not forcing people or telling people you're wrong and we're right. Because nothing's permanent in this world. The only permanent thing here is change.
Correct. Adapt. Be open. It's like there was a religion 3,000, 4,000 years ago, which was Buddhism. Then the Jews, then Christianism 2,000 years ago, then the Muslims 1,500 years ago. Now we have a new prophet who's alive in 2020, and he's telling us that this is the messages of Jesus was good for 2,000 years ago, but it's not good anymore nowadays. Now we're in the internet era. We need a new message. We need new values, new teachings. And that's what Rael gives us right now. We have fun advocacies I can share with you, like gotopless.org, where a lot of feminists are joining us, actually. We're pro-femininity. We're not pro-feminism. Let's make that clear. But a lot of feminists join us in this particular advocacy, which is gotopless.org, where we fight for the rights of females to be topless whenever they want. Because men can be topless now in the beach or whatever, they can be topless, but in the pool, but female cannot. It's illegal in many countries. In Spain, it's legal. But in many countries, it's illegal, like in the Philippines. So that's not fair. And 50 years ago, men could not be topless also. And men fought for their right to be topless, and now they're topless, and it's okay. But female didn't fight. Or you know what happened? The conservatives, the Catholic religion, the Christianity still has women there, still putting women down with less rights than men. We say no.
Yeah.
Liberate the women. Everyone will be happier with the liberated women.
The concept that you as a woman is forcing people to sin or to do bad things is like inexplainable to me. Like
poor women.
Yeah. It's like if they got raped, it's their fault because they didn't wear their clothes decently, It's kind of like victim blaming in the biggest sense.
It's always putting them down. Why can a woman cannot be a priest? How come? In Raelian movement, they can be a guide perfectly. We have female guides all over the place. It's equal.
Yeah.
Femininity can bring such a gift to the world. My gosh, the feminine energy. We all, even the men, we should be more feminine. Embrace our feminine side. To style yourself, take care of yourself, be more beautiful, dance more, sing more. You're gonna become happier.
Yeah. And it doesn't restrict, Raelian doesn't restrict people on doing things that it loves or she loves or he loves. No?
Yeah.
Yes.
Freedom.
Yeah. And I think that's good. And it's a very, nowadays, this kind of religion is being like overlooked. Like a lot of people are being focused in Christianity, in Islam, in Judaism, that they don't even care looking into some other religions that doesn't hinder their rights to live or their rights to do certain things.
They have a strong marketing army there, and they have vested interest in have control because when you're a Christian, you're weak. You're a small person. You're a sinner since birth. The first day you're born,
the original sin.
You're asking for forgiveness the first day.
Yeah.
So what are you?
Yeah,
I'm
the
a lost
reason why
sheep.
babies.
I need a shepherd.
Yeah, that's the reason why babies need to be baptized to be removed of the original sin.
What's all that bullshit? It's a control machinery to make people have people under control. So it's very sad, but it's hard to see outside the matrix. So the few people who see outside the matrix and dare to get out of the closet.
That. Yeah.
I mean, how many Filipinos we have that are inside the closet as an atheist yet? Because it's very hard. It's very scary.
A lot of people. Some people told me that they risk being disowned by their own family for coming out as an atheist.
Yeah, imagine. Or you won't get a job, your boss will throw you out, or you'll lose your inheritance. I get it. Yeah. It's very hard, very, very hard.
And as we've talked about before, we don't want homeless atheists.
Yeah.
We want rich atheists.
We want rich atheists.
Stable,
strong
financially free atheists. Yeah.
Yes. And that's why we funded Pata Success.
Pata Success, So, it's very, even though some people, a lot of my friends, even atheists and non-atheists or theist friends have been surprised that there's a religion such as yours that, they haven't been shed the light into it, as like you're doing now. What can you tell to those people who are listening to us or watching us right now?
No, thank you for the opportunity. Number one, to shed some light because, of course, we get made fun of, for believing in aliens or whatever. But for me, it makes so much sense to believe in aliens. It's like, what do you think that you're alone in the universe?
I mean,
my God.
If you look at it this way, like the recent photo of the Webb telescope, right? Each of that dot is a galaxy, and to think that there is no life there is very weird. That there could be something or just a galaxy out there that has life on it that could, bring life to this planet.
Yeah, actually,
it's a possibility.
Even if it's microbial life in some of the other planets na malapit, that's already a proof of life outside Earth. And when an asteroid comes, they can find DNA. And actually, the NASA said that our DNA comes from outside. That's the NASA.
I heard about this. Also, we, as humans are carbon based. We degrade into dust. When we die, we turn into dust. That's carbon, right? And that is the most abundant element in the whole universe, carbon. So it can't be a coincidence that there's another life out there. It's a very big possibility.
That's why it makes more sense than evolution to me.
Yeah.
And there we get into another debate with the atheist community.
Yeah, no, I won't get into debates. I know we're here to shed light, to see your perspective as a Raelian and how you see.
We believe we were cloned. We were cloned in a laboratory, and we were like that now. Yeah, no evolution from a monkey or from a fish. I don't come from a monkey. If you want to come from a monkey, bahala ka. If you want to come from a fish or from a snake, bahala ka. No, my ancestor was not a fish. I can tell you that. My ancestors were beautiful beings, ultra intelligent, with great technology, and are happy in the planet of the Elohim. And maybe one day, if I'm awesome enough, they will clone me. There are very few people who get cloned. Someone who did something beautiful for humanity, something out of big love, that person gets cloned. We have honorary...
How about scientists? Do you think scientists will be cloned?
Depende sino. Not the scientists who invented the fucking vaccines. Not those. Those will be condemned.
The engineers or the scientists who made the Hubble Space Telescope available. How about those?
Maybe.
Do you think they will go to the planet of Elohim?
Maybe. They will choose, no? They will choose. But Michael Jackson, he's been named honorary guide, So he's an honorary guide. Therefore, when you get the title, probably, you'll be cloned. We believe that Jesus Christ is cloned. Mohammed is cloned. Elon Musk has been named already honorary guide of humanity.
Okay. Very interesting, yeah.
So, probably Elon Musk will be cloned.
So this what you told me before, that when you join, there will be a part of you that will be, what do you call that, scraped or be preserved, so that in the future you will be cloned, right?
If you're amazing. Only
if you're amazing.
There are two possibilities. Okay. One, you die and you're amazing and they clone you because you're good for the universe, diba? You're worth preserving. Or two, if the world now destroys itself, kunyari we have atomic bombs, boom, 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 and we kill ourselves, then the Raelians will be saved. Only in that case. In that case, all Raelians would be saved. But if not, only the chosen ones. By the way, we have a big project, and we just made kulit to 50 countries right now this month, because we want to build an embassy, an international space agency to welcome back the Elohim. Okay, the Elohim will come back if we're ready to receive them with open arms. They want to come back when we are peaceful beings. They're always scared, and that's why we meditate for peace. They're always scared that we're gonna destroy each other. So they don't want that, of course, because we are their creation. So pangit, we create you and tapos you destroy and you're fighting the whole day. You're so primitive, So if we evolve enough, and we're full of love, and we can build, and we're trying to build. We have a lot of money. The Raelian movement has millions and millions of dollars. And I offered this to Duterte, and he didn't receive me, okay? But I went to the office of the president to present a big, thick document with drawings of the building and everything. If they gave us an island with international space that nothing can fly above, this is our air area, and no one, like an embassy, but also including the airspace, we would invest in the country, build the embassy for the Elohim, and that would bring, first, a lot of money for the construction because it's like a palace. Number two, we would bring a lot of religious tourism. everyone would come to the embassy from all over the world, Raelians, every year, constantly. And that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
We have the people who donate strongly in the movement, so that's a good thing also. And we have scientists in the movement, like big time scientists with doctorates and stuff. So it's not like crazy people holding hands lang. Okay, let's make that point. We have people with money. We have people who are very well doctors, educated scientists. Okay, who know more about what they're talking than me right now out here. We have a doctor who's very strong in cloning, for example. No? We have a claim. We have a claim that we have a web called cloneaid.org, where we already cloned one human years ago. There's a claim for that. I haven't seen the human. It's a kid. It's a girl. And for her own protection, they're not showing her. Why not? I haven't seen, I repeat, but why not? Because the technology is there. We can clone humans, but everyone can clone. I mean, I'm sure in China they're already cloning people. We just don't know it, right? So as you can see, there's a lot of things inside the Raelian movement.
Cloning is already possible, and what's the biggest hinder to it, to the progress of science? It's the conventional religion. They don't want people being cloned because they believe that we come from the image of God, and no one should be able to make another human being using science.
Yeah. Because you're playing God. Why not?
True.
They're already cloning pigs, So why can't you clone a human? Baka if they clone you, mamaya, you just have a clone with no brain, kunyari, and then you can get the heart. You can get the kidneys. I don't know if that's a good idea, but for example, that could be a use of a brainless clone, maybe, for organs or something that are compatible with you.
Yeah.
That's a medical use. I'm not saying, we're not promoting that in the Raelian movement, but, And, okay, another thing we have in the Raelian movement, we have paradise, okay? We have a version of paradise. It's called paradism, okay? Paradism.org, like that.
Yeah.
Okay? What's paradism? It's our version of paradise on Earth, where robots will do everything for us. Robots will work, and humans will just chill, sing songs, read book, do whatever the fuck you want, because the robots do the work. And actually, that's very malapit na to being a reality, paradism. In Japan, there's a hotel that works fully automated. There's no receptionist, no nothing. It's fully automated, all robotic. So we have vending machine. We have more and more technology, that we have machines that do coffee for us, that do the laundry for us. We have everything. So it's like, so our paradism is we have like robots walking around, even a robot that can give you good sex around the house, that can clean the house, and then you can fuck the robot.
Interesting.
It's all about pleasure and happiness, dude. I'm telling you, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So inspired by that.
Kind of like the movie Wall-E, the animated movie Wall-E.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone
he cleans the house.
Served or but won't we get fat by then? We will be all fat and suffer from heart attack.
Do exercise, dude. Nothing's stopping you from doing exercise.
Yeah. Well,
love yourself. That's the only commandment we have. If you love yourself, you're not getting fat. If you love yourself, you're taking care of your body. Because when you do exercise, something happens in your brain. Some chemicals happen in your brain that you get naturally. You get happy.
Yeah.
If you're fit, you're happier. If you're healthy, you're happier. Your cells are happier. If you eat beautiful food, your cells are happier, and your cells go to your brain. It's part of you. Happy mind and happy body.
Yeah.
It's your logic, So love yourself and you take care of yourself. So see, it's interesting. I don't tell you everyone, but you guys have to believe
not only
in this.
Interesting. That's a very good religion to begin with.
Yeah, it's very positive. It made me a better person. And inspired by paradigm, having robots work for you, I mix the paradigm with Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, and all these things. And that's why I'm obsessed with passive income and all this, because I want robots, be it a financial robot, a machine, a company. I want stuff to come to me without me working. And that's paradigm, So I'm mixing my financial literacy advocacy with my religion, and it helps me, it motivates me, because that's paradise. And it's not when you're dead, it's today. There's no life.
Kuya, I will be going into hypotheticals here. No? What if the dominant religion on earth is realism? What do you think would change?
We will be very happy. We believe we are the religion of the future. Maybe in 2050, if we don't destroy humanity, we believe we are going to be the religion of the future in 50 or 100 years. People will be meditating, happy, chilling. Robots will be doing the work. There's no need for money. We're just enjoying life. There's enough food for everyone. There's a lot of sex for everyone. Everyone's happy. We're interchanging and singing and doing art. Beautiful music. We super, in every Raelian meeting, there's music, there's dancing, there's some sensuality to it. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of learning, philosophy. Because people would be chilling, because we're very pacific people. We're pro peace. When you're meditating, eating properly, there's a lot of fasting. Some people believe in a lot of fasting and stuff. So they're relaxed people. And we hug a lot. We hug each other the whole time. When you meet a Raelian, the first day they're gonna hug you. They do that, So it's beautiful. Like, I've been in meetings where I hugged hundreds of people, like in a chain. One, two, the next. My gosh, when you hug so many people, number one, your immune system goes up because of the chemicals exchange with the other body. But then, the feeling of love. I feel so loved, and I gave so much love to other people, male, female, whatever. No, you look into the eyes, you hug, but not a hug of 1 second. No. Strong, intense hug. Oh my gosh,
good
like
feelings.
You do with your wife.
So yeah, some people say that you're a contrarian because you always want to go in the opposite direction of what is the normal thing to do.
Of course.
Does realism have something to do with you being a contrarian?
Well, you know why I'm a Raelian? Because I found them in the internet going against everything, doing controversial stuff. We have a swastika cross inside our infinity symbol. We have an swastika rehabilitation day. That's another. We have a web called prosvastika.org, prosvastika.org, where we want to rehabilitate the swastika. So I'm saying, and then the go topless, all these things are very controversial stuff. That's why I found them, because I saw they were very scandalous people that were going against the grain. And I said, Sino yon? Those are interesting. I want to be friends with people who go against the grain, because who goes with the current of the water? The dead fish. Dead fish go with the current of the water. If you're
that's a very good hypothesis.
Only the dead follow the stream. Only dead fish follow the stream. The fish, because if you're alive, you go against the stream. If you're dead, if you follow the stream, what happens with the fish that follows the stream? He ends up in the sea, dead, with salt water, right? You have to go against the grain. So someone who goes out of his comfort zone, who does effort, and goes against all society, has my attention. So far, I'm not saying it's good or bad. So far, they have my attention. So it's like, Sino yan? And then I got hooked, and I loved all their philosophy and everything. And I became a new person, and I enjoy it. And since it's good for me, I'm happy to share it with other people, with everyone listening today.
Yeah. Also I've seen you like posted a lot of things about is your realism, or is it do the leaders of realism teach you to be like that, to go against what the norm is, or to go like if it's normal to have a vaccine, no, don't get a vaccine, like you know
Rael is against it. Rael is against the vaccine, and he posts a lot. He does a lot of political posting in his wall. So of course that inspires us a lot, and we can see through the cracks many times, and sometimes he has messages from above, and he shares them with us. But for me, it's I don't just believe it blindly. It's like, okay, this is okay. They're saying this. It's interesting because it's against what the TV is saying, no? So okay, why don't I research? And I start researching, and I start finding. I don't know if 100 scientists out there, for sure, dozens and dozens of scientists who are talking against it. So it's like, oh, and why are the other ones saying it? Because they get so much money from it. Oh, so that makes sense. No, it makes more sense. If some scientists are speaking against the establishment, risking their career and their money for it, they must be saying the truth. Why would they risk their whole career and all their hanabuhay if they didn't believe at least that it's the truth? That scientist, I believe him more than the scientist that's getting a sponsorship, or that the TV that's getting advertising money to say whatever the advertiser says. Who will I believe more? I'll believe more the independent guy, the crazy guy. They always call us crazy. They call crazy Einstein. They call crazy Galileo, and they killed him for it. It's always the crazy people who go against the grain, the ones that change humanity. Elon Musk, they have him as a crazy guy, and he's bringing us to Mars. Those unique people are the most interesting for me. And they are the ones that can have the truth. When everyone believes it, oh, that's bad. That smells dead fish already. It's like the majority is wrong, because the majority is in the comfort. You won't find anything in the comfort zone. Where will you find the treasure? In EDSA that has millions of people passing every day, or in the Gubad where no one goes? In the Gubad. No?
Am I cutting up, Kuya? Sorry.
Go. Eman. I find it more interesting to go against the grain. I find there's more truth. I always friend the crazy people who are strange, who are unique, and I find them interesting to watch, and I enjoy the conversation because they can teach me something that's not the mainstream. What are we gonna say? Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree. Yes, I agree. No, I enjoy conversations where people show me a new point of view.
Disagree.
The crazier they are, the more interesting they are for me. It doesn't have to be true, but it's interesting. So all my friends are those weird guys.
It's kind of like your personality itself, and not your belief in realism. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's not preached.
It just so happened that your what do you call that? Your character or your attitude fits with the Raelian values, so that you find it
because
very
Rael himself, he's a free thinker.
realism.
He's a combatant. He's a fighter. He goes against the grain. He goes against the whole world, because the whole world is conservative and Catholic. So we're fighting all that shit. So it takes certain kind of craziness to go against the grain, because we all have that crab mentality. They try to pull you down, the crabs, right? That it's always pulling you down. Be normal. Don't speak loud. Don't stick out. But those are the interesting people. The ones that stand out. Those are the interesting. Those are the ones who have something interesting to say, to listen to. At least listen. You might discover something. For sure, if you go with the masses, you're gonna get the same thing as the masses.
Yeah.
You're gonna be normal, boring.
Yeah.
You're gonna sit in the sofa. You're gonna have a stomach.
Mediocre.
mediocre. Your wallet and your bank is also going to be mediocre. If you do the same thing that mediocre and the masses do, you're going to get the same results than the masses. I don't want that. I want to be extraordinary. I want to be amazing. I want to have great money. I want to have a great body. I want to have a great influence. I want to have a great brain. I want to have a great girlfriend. All those things.
Yeah.
I don't want to settle.
Because what do you call that? The information that you can get from the majority is already available on the internet and everywhere else. But the information that you can get from the contrarians is not easy to get, right?
And where's the treasure? In the hard part. Why is it attractive to have abs? Because it's hard to achieve. If it was easy, it would not be. Right? If having money was
it's
easy,
the hardest thing. That's the most pleasing
to achieve. No, the hard stuff. To have a Ferrari is cool because very few people have it. Yeah,
I mean, that's
to
the
have
hardest
a
thing.
sexy
Is
body is cool.
To achieve.
The hardest stuff is the most coveted. Yeah.
The most pleasing to get, to achieve.
Yeah, the most masarap to get, but the hardest to achieve, no? And that's why only a few people are at the top. And that's why I have this ring that motivates me. I don't know if you can see it. It's a 1%er ring because this is who I am. I'm a 1%er. That's it,
You're 1%.
It's motivational for me.
1% of what?
Of everything. Of money, of sexiness, of smartness, all that. But the good news is everyone can do it. It's a question of mindset and attitude. Do you want to stay as a Catholic Filipino and absorb everything that society gave you, or you want to go out of your way because you think there's something wrong and you start discovering? And it's a bumpy road, but eventually, and thanks to Patas, we're making it easier for everyone out there. And then one day we'll have a big atheist society, and we'll have a lobby and we'll have influence in the government and we'll have a network of atheist businesses and all these things that dahan-dahan we're doing, right? So there's hope. Let's be an activist. Let's be militant and let's move. Let's achieve more as we are doing. Grow. There's hope.
Yeah, because there's something itching in my mind that you are advocating for progress in progress through science, like the cloning and going into other planets, the Elohim. But then if there is something that is most people accept as a fact, then you go against it. I mean, what's the deal? I don't. It's itching behind my head. I want to ask it to you. Why is it like that?
I want to challenge your mind. Like, okay, justify whatever you believe in. Like, but many times, when it's already like accepted, there's something suspicious there. I'm telling you, because what's accepted? Getting a job, going to college, going through all the system, getting the vaccines, that's accepted because it's been brainwashed into you. It's been repeated and pounded to believe in a God, repeated since you're born. Like baba. Why? Why do they want you inside the matrix? What's there? Because they want to profit from it. They want to control you. So all that makes me suspicious and like, what if we go against? What will happen? Is it going to be masaya? Baka hindi. Pero why not try it? I repeat, there's no treasure in the path most walked, most transited, right? Walang treasure dyan. You have to go out of your way. You have to get uncomfortable.
Yeah, because the treasure is already found by the people who go.
The first guy.
Who went or go there first.
Right? So there's nothing to scratch over there. Why will you settle for normal? Go investigate. I'm naturally curious, and I want to find those unique people I love finding unique people out there. My gosh, it's so much fun. Like all those the crazy nuts. I love the crazy nuts. They're so much more entertaining. And some of those are the ones who do great stuff in the world. All the geniuses, they don't put any statue to normal people. Well, the statues are for the great. Yeah, and the cloning will be for the great. Yeah. I want to be cloned. So it's motivational also in the Raelian side. I want to do a lot for humanity. I want to share a lot of love. I'm always trying to help people, to teach them how to be happy, how to be successful. So I'm helping humanity. And so maybe I'll be cloned because of that. Who knows? Why not? I can help the whole universe, not only Earth.
Yeah.
I'm already helping Earth, but I could help the whole universe.
I hope we see each other in our clone bodies.
Yes, right? And we have a lot of sexy girls in the planet of the Elohim and robots, slaves. We have robot slaves. They look like
will
human.
I be perfect? I mean, will I have the ideal body that I want when I get cloned?
You have to work on it. You still have to eat and shit. You're alive.
Okay. Do I get cloned as a baby or as an adult?
Like a 20-year-old in your prime. Yeah. But then
you get cloned as a baby or as an adult?
As an adult now. As a 20-year-old, something like that. So, but eventually
I cannot, like for example, I have a big belly and I want my clone to have an abs. Is it possible?
Work on it. You can do that. Hey, friend, you can do that right now in the Philippines.
Yeah, I mean,
you can do that right now in the Philippines.
Like maybe for people, like they want to be more handsome, or do they
go to Vicky Bello. Go to Vicky Bello today. You don't need the Elohim to do that for you. You can do it today. You can go to Vicky Bello and have abs. And you can fix your nose.
So I get, I mean, there's the realistic part, there's no fantasy in it.
You're still a human.
Realistic. I mean, if you are, yeah.
You're just in a different planet, but you're still you.
That it is bound into reality.
It's scientific. We believe in science. No magic.
Yeah.
No magic, no miracles, no soul, no gods.
Like it's not like the other conventional religion that you will be reborn in the afterlife with your whole family, with everything's perfect. The Raelian heaven or paradisum is just like this world but better.
Wait, okay. I'll just clarify one thing. Paradisum is here on Earth.
Okay.
Yeah, paradisum is on Earth. We create a society with robots working for us, and we chill. Yeah, that's paradise.
I mean, when you get reborn, when you get cloned, grounded in the reality that you are the same person.
Yeah,
you don't get to choose that you have abs or you have a sharper nose or.
You go to the gym if you want the abs.
Right? Yeah. I think that's good. That it's still bounded in reality.
The good thing in the planet of the Elohim, since they're evolved na, siguro you don't need to work, right? You just chill, exchange ideas. There's food because robots grow the food. We can have hydroponics or whatever. Technology and the food is there. You can even print food right now. You can print meat. Yeah. They're printing meat right now.
So it's vegan meat. If they're printing meat, it's vegan meat.
So no need.
You're vegan as well, right?
I am. I would say I'm 90% there. I don't behave so much. Sometimes I'm skipping it. Yeah.
But your veganism doesn't have anything to do with your realism, right?
Nothing to do. No.
Okay, so your veganism is your personal choice.
As Raelians, we can eat anything under the sun. Yeah.
Okay. But still, you go against the tide. You're alive. You're a living fish.
Yeah. Yeah, you can eat anything. Just don't get wasted. That's it. For example, in a Raelian breakfast, when I was there in the seminar, there's nothing unhealthy in the breakfast. They chose the food. It's not a buffet. They chose the food that we can eat, because they're taking care of our health. So kunyari there was frutas, but there's no coffee. There was a little yogurt, a juice, but no non-healthy stuff.
Raelian don't drink coffee.
It's suggested. I do.
Okay.
But it's suggested not to because it's a drug.
Yeah.
Ideally, you don't need to take
the most universally accepted drug is coffee.
Yeah, but it's terrible actually. In the cigarettes, it's all, it makes you dependent. When I don't take coffee one day, I get a headache agad. So that shows that I'm an addict. No, so it's not good. Pero since I don't medicate for my ADHD, parang sometimes I need it. I need a coffee or something. Oh well. It's not perfect. I'm not a perfect Raelian.
Yeah, but I think it's still good that there is a religion out there that's bounded in reality. That is that can follow through in the scientific progress. That can encourage people to do things without the reward of heaven.
Definitely, it's for me. It's been a mind and heart opening. It changed my life forever when I started as a joke. Actually, I started saying I had interviews before being a Raelian, and I would say I'm a Jedi and I'm a Raelian and ganyan. But then I went to the Happiness Academy and I met them all and I hugged Rael and he told me I love you. I said I love you too, and I felt all that love from all the Raelians, and we started doing meditation and eating healthy and all these things. And of course, when you do all those things, something happens inside your brain, like boom. When you start meditating, when you start taking care of yourself, loving yourself, sharing messages of love, seeing all the basura that they were giving us before, and you're getting liberated from that, dahan-dahan, your brain goes like, oh my God. And I wake up every day, I'm happy every day because I learned that we're designed in our DNA from the Elohim to be happy. And I have to cultivate the happiness because it's a discipline and you have to do it every minute. You have to remind yourself and do things, habits like doing exercise, meditating, saying thank you every day, walking, dancing, singing, all those things. It took me a while. But all those things make me a happy person. I'm a happy person every day. Every day. I would say 99% of the time, I'm happy. And Raelianism has a big influence in that. Yeah. I became a permanent happy person. 80% because of Raelianism. Yeah. I also love reading other philosophy, self-help books, of course, because I love myself and I want to improve myself, right? I want to be a better person. I don't want to stay in the sofa.
So would you recommend, like, for everyone who are you talking to, because you're an influencer, you're an actor, you're a singer, would you recommend, come with us, be a Raelian? Would you do that?
we don't like promote but if what I'm saying
encourage people,
if what I'm saying rings a bell, definitely go to rael.org and download the free books. We have free books there at rael.org.
Yeah.
And you can read the messages.
I heard this one, I don't know, maybe it's a chismis or, a hearsay that Rael is a pop star. Is it true that he's a pop star in
he's
France?
A singer. He's a singer. And
because they make it sound like a bad thing that Raelism is founded or created by a pop star in France, like that,
He was a race driver, F1 race driver and a journalist. He would write about F1, and he tried being a singer for a while, and still in our meetings, he still plays the guitar and he sings sometimes, he's 70 plus. So, well, he had an operation also a few years ago with a throat. So, well, but mostly...
How about sin, Kuya? Is there a sin in Raelism?
Walang sin. Kasi walang commandments.
Anything goes.
Yeah, enjoy yourself. Be happy. Love yourself. Be happy.
Like,
That's
I will go
it.
into scenario. Like, if a married man had sex with another married woman that is not his wife, but they have consent to it, is it permissible?
Yes, absolutely. Polyamory is very, very accepted. And we don't marry.
Oh, really?
It's if you want, you can marry, but it's discouraged. You know, it's discouraged in Raelism because
why?
love can last.
Uh,
Love can last 10 minutes or 10 years. So if you want to be with someone, you're with someone. You can be together 40 years. That's okay. But why write a contract about it? No need for that. You know, if you're happy together, stay together. If you're not happy together, like I see many marriages out there, hiwalay kayo before it turns into hate. Because it will turn into hate. That's so pangit because they're together by force. And then they start hating each other. And then you cheated on me. You didn't cheat on me. Look, a person is not a ball pen. You cannot own me. You can own a ball pen, but you cannot own me. Okay? I told that to my girlfriend day one when I started seeing a little jealousy because it's very Filipina. It's very Filipina to be jealous. Parang it's a synonym. If I love you, I'm jealous. Like, no. You do what I want. You do what you want. I'm not your dog. You know, you don't own my body. Let's be day one, very clear. You don't own my body. Okay? You don't own me. Be very clear with that. And I don't own you. I love you. I'm with you because I want to, not because I have to. You know? Do whatever the fuck you want. Just be careful. You know, just be whatever. No, it's like we're very open when it comes to sex. Very. And if you start researching, you will see a lot of like light clothes people on the internet when you research some Raelian stuff. You know, we like nudity. We like that stuff. We like running nude. And because the body is the creation of the Elohim. So why should you insult the Elohim by covering your body, by being ashamed of your body? No, your body is beautiful. Exploit your sensuality. Enjoy it. Explore it.
Yeah. So that's the difference between the conventional religion, that your body is given to you by God, so therefore you have to treasure it, you have to cover it, you have to be decent with it. And that's the the opposite of that idea, that in Raelism, Elohim gave you the body, so therefore you must be proud to have it.
Enjoy it. It's a gift. The Elohim designed you. Okay, wait. The Elohim designed you with a pleasure point, right? It's your titi or your puke. It's pleasurable, right? They could have designed us like the fish or like a snail that doesn't enjoy sex, right? They just put the sperm out there and the egg gets it and that's it. Or a snail doesn't even have sex. He fecundates himself, right? They could have designed us like that. Pero no. They designed us with a pleasure point. Why the fuck would you be designed with a pleasure point if it was bawal?
Yeah.
That's stupid. That's crazy. Or that's evil. An evil god or something. It doesn't make any sense. You were designed with pleasure points, so you pleasure yourself.
Yeah. I mean, use it in the best as you can to pleasure yourself and do the best as you can to be pleasured.
And pleasure other people.
Yeah.
Why not? You can make other people happy out there. Okay, this December, you want to be charitable? Go out there, make love to a homeless. Go, girl. Go, sexy girl. You're going to make that man very happy. That's charity. See? Not giving 100 peso. That's a real charity. Go there, wash him well, and fuck him well. That would be a beautiful charity.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I get it. There's a lot of logical stances to it that make sense. That
why be a virgin? Why is it so good to be a virgin? The Virgin Mary. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. I want women to enjoy their bodies.
The things we don't get in religion, like we see as illogical in conventional religion, we see it in realism. We see it as good in realism.
Because it's good. It makes you happy. It's your instinct. Your body is telling you. Why go? It's going against your nature. The Catholic religion is going against your nature. The Christianity is telling you that what you feel, you're a gay, you feel it, and you cannot act on it because it's a sin. So you go fucking crazy. Your religion, Mr. Christian, is going against your nature. You're hurting. That religion is hurting you. Shit, man. That's basura. Love yourself.
How about this? We go back into polyamory. Like, what if your partner doesn't want that? What if your partner wants monogamy? Is that acceptable? Is that okay?
You can negotiate.
The ethics of realism.
No. Okay. Freedom.
I see. Yeah.
Walang rules. Do whatever you want. Whatever agreement you have. Fine.
As long as there's consent, that you agreed to do this,
Just be transparent about it, I guess. That's it. No rules in the bedroom. My gosh.
Yeah.
The less rules, the more fun.
Yeah. So I think I get the good part in it. I get a lot of things in realism that make sense. Is there, as a closing remarks, is there anything that you want to say to our viewers out there?
Dare to explore it a little. Give it a thought at least. It's like many people just make fun in our forums. Now I'm talking about our smart atheists out there who think they know everything under the sun, and they just attack whatever idea. I see this a lot happening in the Patas forums. No?
Yeah.
I say, if you're so convinced that you have all the truth of the world, of the universe, all the wisdom, you're not gonna learn ever anything.
True.
You became an atheist because you dared to doubt. So I say it's healthy to continue to be a skeptic and continue doubting and continue testing. Be it a philosophy, be it an economic way, financial way of life, test things. That's scientific. That is science. Trial and error. Test what makes you more happy, what makes you more healthy, what gives you more pleasure. Test stuff. And if it doesn't work, stop doing it. Because if everyone does it, that doesn't mean you have to do it. You know what everyone does? They're Christians. And you were brave enough and smart enough to step out of that. So don't stay there. Keep on until you die.
How about
experimenting.
How about what if realism is the most dominant religion now? Will you go against realism, or you will still follow realism?
I will fund Kuyism.
So you just prove that you're a contrarian. No? I don't want the majority. I want to be the 1%.
Yeah, because actually there's always a new prophet coming in. Every few years there's a new prophet. Yeah, John Smith for the Mormons. We respect all those prophets. Actually, we acknowledge them. And so now it's Rael. But maybe if humanity still exists in 50 years from now, 100 years from now, maybe there will be. Kuyism. I have a poster here with Kuyism, actually.
Really?
Why not? Yeah. I believe I'm chosen. I really believe I'm an amazing illuminated guy, and I believe my mission in life is to illuminate others. I truly believe in the bottom of my heart what I'm saying right now.
Yeah.
So for sure,
that's big of you. That you have what do you call that? The guts to go against the majority. To
it's
look
fun.
into other perspective and be a contrarian and to tell people they're wrong, that there is more to it than that,
Sometimes I do stuff just to piss off people to see their reaction. I get a kick out of it. I get a high. I get a kick of dopamine. Oh my gosh, like let's see how they come, how they react.
That's just your personal preference, no? That's nothing to do with the Raelism.
No, nothing to do. But the Raelian movement is definitely against the grain. Definitely. In all, no, in moral, super against the grain. We're super liberal, all this pseudoscientist stuff that's coming, that it's all manipulated. We're going against all that stuff, We're going against the war in Israel that they've been squatting. Israel doesn't even exist. That's an invented country. They've been squatting and killing Palestinians all these years. We're super aggressive with that also. We believe the Jews are no longer the chosen ones from the Elohim. The new chosen ones are the Raelians. No longer, the Elohim no longer protect the Jews. This was a declaration made 5 years ago by Rael. Because Yahweh told him. How about that? That was very cool. He got a message from Yahweh himself.
Yeah. So I guess thank you, Kuya, for spending your time. If there's more things that you want to talk about your belief or Raelism, we can have a part 2 about it, but I really appreciate you talking to us about this religion of yours, or shall I say belief of yours, that an atheist both can be an atheist and a religious person without the belief in God, an atheist, religious. What do you call it? Yeah, we're not used to those terms, so it doesn't fit
Buddhist.
really well.
How about the Buddhist?
Buddhist. A Buddhist, Well,
by the way, so you get an idea of what we say, that we're very malapit sa Buddhism in Raelians. We say
I can see that.
We're Buddhism without the mysticism. We say that Raelism is the Buddhism without the mysticism. We share a lot of philosophy with Buddhism talaga.
It also, Raelism also rhymes with realism, because you're so bounded with reality and, scientific discoveries and that cloning and technology and that, it's really good to see a religion that fits into a scientific idea, into a scientific society, because most of religion nowadays, like the Judeo-Christian religion, like Islam,
they go against.
They go against science, and but it's really good to have a religion that fits well with scientific, with the scientific sense. So thank you.
Thank you for saying that.
I hope to meet you again and shed another light. Maybe with your, what do you call that, contrarianism or Kuyanism.
Yes.
So thank you.
Let's keep the fight.
See you again next time. Don't what do you call that? Don't leave us yet. We will be ending the live soon, and then we will talk offline. No? So thank you again.
Okay, sure thing. Okay.
See you on Sunday. Bye-bye.
Bye everyone. Thank you.
Oops. I remembered I don't have the host because I got disconnected. Can you let me chat Richard for a moment.
Okay.
So we can end the live stream.
Oh, maybe Richard is in.
Yeah, I think he's at work.
Yeah. Actually, I'm at work too.
Oh, really?
It's like I'll go back to
okay.
Like
so
work from home, of course, but
okay. So
I'll get back to that.
See you. Okay. Bye bye, Kuya. Thank you.
Yeah. Bye. Thank.